You don't need to handcuff me for a search.
Just for a drug search.
Stood in the
routinely handcuff people for drug search to make sure they don't get rid of anything. Okay.
Just hold this. Just hold that for me, mate.
You can hold it for him, mate, and just record.
This
is not willing to listen.
No, because I've got PTSD. I ain't had no medication, and you're harassing me in full uniform. So goodbye, please.
I can get into doctors first, so I can get in camp. Can you?
I can't see you when I'm ill. Poorly, go away. Can you leave me, please? I've just asked you. I'm fed up of repeating. Can you leave me, please?
Sign them, okay? And we don't need to sign one anyway.
So you've just said he hasn't got time to sign the warrant?
No, I didn't say that.
You did, it's on video. You've just said the judge hasn't got time to sign the warrant. We're in Stratford-upon-Avon, by the way, Mason's Road.
Good for you.
Nothing out of the ordinary. No crimes, no calls, no reason for the police to stop him. But when a police van unexpectedly made a U-turn, everything shifted in a matter of seconds. Within moments, the man found himself in handcuffs and being searched under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act. Why? Because an officer claimed there was intelligence linking him to drugs. It all started when a police van cruised by, only to suddenly turn around and pull up right beside him. Without warning, the officer jumped out and immediately stated, "You're being detained for a search under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act." The man, clearly confused and frustrated, asked why he was being stopped. The officer's answer was vague. There was intelligence suggesting his involvement in drug-related activity, but no further details or the source of this intelligence was disclosed. As the man questioned the reasoning behind the stop, the officer handcuffed him, citing it as standard procedure for drug searches. Watch the full video to see how something as simple as being in a public space or even having prior interactions with law enforcement doesn't always justify such a search. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Hi mate, okay?
Yeah. I've just asked him to check, make sure you're not wanting for it. I have dealt with you a couple of times.
Why are you checking if he's not?
Just because when we come back from people that we know, I'm just making sure that you're not.
Makes no sense on it.
Why not?
Because I'm stood in a public street.
I know, but just sometimes we do come across a lot. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah. We do come across a lot of people who we deal with. I've dealt with you myself a couple of times.
Did you tell me if anybody watching?
No, you saw me actually though. So it isn't recorded. Sorry. Yeah, if you go ahead.
Still identify yourself.
I'm PC 3458 Megan.
So basically, you've just drove past me in the street and identified me, and now you're checking if I'm wanted. Just to clarify.
Okay, that's received.
Morning, lad.
Morning, Nick. Yeah, so I drove past. Obviously, I've dealt with you before. Obviously, so I've known you've been involved before. So I blew up to see if basically if you're wanted for anything.
And
you're not wanted for anything, but at the moment, detaining you for Section 23 search.
Are you taking this?
No, I'm not, under the Misuse of Drugs Act. So the reason is there's information to suggest that you may be involved in the supply of drugs.
I don't consent to your search. You've literally just drove past me in the street for no reason. And
you don't have to. You don't have to consent. You are detained at this moment. No, but I suspect that you might be involved in the supply of drugs. There are the grounds for me to search you.
There isn't any grounds for me to search.
They are.
There isn't any.
I'm going to hand you cuff. Search, yeah?
Yeah, do you want to hold this camera for me a sec, pal?
You can hold it if you want, mate.
You're turning me for a drug search because I'm stood in the street.
You keep your hands out your pockets.
Do what I want, mate.
Pass your hands.
You don't need to handcuff me for a search.
Just for a drug search.
Stood in the
routinely handcuff people for drug search to make sure they don't get rid of anything. Okay.
Just hold this. Just hold that for me, mate.
You can hold it for him, mate, and just record.
This is.
Okay. Put your hand here. So I am PC 3458 Megan, based out of Barrow Police Station. So I've detained you for searching Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act. And the reason is because I believe there's information to suggest that you might be involved in the supply of drugs.
Because I'm stood in the street.
No, that's not the only reason. So you are detained for search. I have handcuffed you.
Hang on, so what's the reason?
There's information to suggest.
What information?
So,
I've literally.
You're eligible.
Hang on a second. I've just come down the street, stood here. You've just drove past me, done a U-turn, spun round. You didn't tell me you put your body worn camp on.
I've dealt with and there's information on our system suggesting you might be involved in
You need to get that removed then, don't you?
Okay, so I'm going to put gloves on. So you're entitled to a copy of this
I want a
search.
copy of it now.
So you can get this from any police station in the next 3 months. We don't have paper copies at the moment. It will go on our electronic system, and you can Cumbria. You can come to Cumbria. You can come to Cumbria once it's on the system. Obviously, I haven't put the search on the system at the moment. We don't have paper copies anymore, so you can come to the police station.
Where have you got your intelligence from?
I can't disclose that intelligence, but at the moment, the grounds will be on the search. When you come and get a copy of the search, I'll put the grounds on there.
Oh dear.
Have you got anything on you at the moment?
Well, other than a set of handcuffs and you just assaulted me by
Any personal property? Just I'm going to put in a bag for a minute while I search you.
Right.
So your phone, your colleague's got your phone, your mate's got your phone. He's got anything out.
I don't know him.
I didn't mean colleague, I just meant whoever he is, okay?
It's just somebody that's now filming. So do you want to just run me through what's just happened there, just so I know from my own clarity?
So I've drove past you, I've been involved in another drug, I'm just going to put that here if that's alright, yeah? I've drove past you.
You just turn that one on me,
Put that one.
Make sure that's still recording there, bud.
So I've I know your
dealt
name.
with me one time before.
I've dealt with you a couple of times.
I don't think
You have. What's the complaint is?
you assaulted just having an epileptic fit.
When was this?
January the 10th. I think you did. You twisted my cuff right the back.
Well, if you have got complaining against me,
So it's a personal vendetta. That's why you drove past.
if you have got complaining against me, I haven't been aware and made aware of it yet, so that is not the reason I stopped you today.
You just stopped us driving past. You were on a different drugs matter. You just touched my cock as well.
Oh, what, sorry?
You just touched my penis.
I did not touch your penis. I'm just searching up your
Felt
legs.
you touched my penis. This is a joke. You're standing on this street corner. You said the search. It's ridiculous. I suppose at least it's and you just touched my ass.
I'm just going to check around your waistband.
Unreal.
Just check the inside of your waistband.
To be fair, at least I know you're being efficient. You know, if a garage is to get robbed or a house is to be robbed, at least, you know.
I'm just in the area. Have you got a jumper on under this jacket?
I do, mate, yeah.
I'm just going to unbutton that jacket and just see if there's any pockets under there, okay?
Don't think your handcuffs are necessary though, really.
Just for a lot of drug searches, we use handcuffs because people, if they do have drugs on them, potentially try and get rid of them, or on the inside.
The thing is though, if I had anything to hide in your first drove past me, I would have just
Potentially.
gone away, wouldn't I?
Yeah, potentially.
To then stand here minding my own business on a Saturday morning about my law-abiding business in a public place.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
To do a U-turn and then decide to drug search me.
Okay, so I'm happy with the search, so I'm going to remove the handcuffs now, okay? I'll give you your stuff back.
Perfect.
There you go. Just take that out.
Have you got a warrant card on me as well, mate?
I have, I'll show you my warrant card. Let me just give you your stuff back and take the gloves off, okay?
Yeah.
I'll show you my warrant card.
No worries. Cheers, bud. Let's give it a bit of a jaw, you know.
I'll get your frustration. I'll see you can't look
It's all the time, it's literally harassment. It's literally
That's
harassment.
me,
Mate.
PC Megan, 3458.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. You happy enough?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are free to go. You're not detained anymore.
Have you got a paper copy for me?
We don't have paper copy. I'm not lying to you. It is on our system.
How long are you on shift for?
I'm on shift till 5 o'clock today, so I will go back to the station, and as long as I don't get called to a blue light job, I'll put the search on now.
Perfect. Will you
So
leave it at the front desk for me?
if you go to the front desk and print it off, it's on our system and they can print it off when you
What
come
time's
in.
front desk open till?
Front desk is open till 5 or 6 today.
Perfect. Alright, buddy.
Okay, no
Thank
worries.
you. So yeah, just rolled upon my police van and then assaulted my police officer in Barrow for hanging around a public place. At least I know they're efficient, suppose. But yeah, a little bit too efficient. because I was just going about minding my lawful business. And then he drove down this road here, and then done a U-turn, pulled up, and then he just stood there, and then he smiled and waved at me as he got out the van. But the issue with that is, if I had anything to hide, I'd have just got off. So he drove down here, did a U-turn, there, pulled up, handcuffed me, searched me, touched me cock, so sexually assaulted me, said it's because I was acting suspiciously in a public place, and then decided to drug search me, and then has just drove off back up the road. Ridiculous. Wow, that's just blew my mind. For what time is it? 9:45 on a Saturday morning. Stood in the street. It's like the first time he drove past me, I could have just disappeared if I had something to hide. Then when he pulled up, I could have just disappeared, got off. But yeah, it's just a massive abuse of power from Cumbria Police there, guys.
A man struggling with PTSD found himself in a confrontation that escalated when he simply exercised his legal right to defend his home. The incident started when a police officer arrived at his door, despite the man's clear struggles with PTSD, which had been triggered by past encounters with armed officers. The officer, who was fully prepared for a confrontation, was there as part of an ongoing investigation. The man had previously warned the police not to come back without a valid reason, but his warning was ignored. Standing at his doorstep, the man invoked his rights under the law, including the Castle Doctrine, which prevents unauthorised entry into one's home. He told the officer to leave, but the officer refused. The situation quickly turned tense when the officer accused the man of making a threat to kill, even though the man had only discussed the possibility of defending his home if necessary. The whole encounter shows how something meant to be an act of self-defense was misunderstood and criminalised. Watch the full video to see the unfolding of the situation and let us know what you think in the comments.
Mate. So, this incident was on the 6th and the 7th, yeah? I've tried to file it without speaking to you, but because you made a comment to say this is what you said to the call handler, that's the reason why I've come, mate. You tell that piece of sort, if he knocks on my door again, I'll snap his effing neck.
I can do it to you if I wanted to. It's my right to protect my property under Castle Doctrine, so why are you knocking on my door, harassing me over it? I've got PTSD, which is triggered by uniform, which you've come fully armed and equipped in. Yeah, so you haven't done your, hang on a minute, you haven't done your safety check on your police computer, otherwise you'd have been called to come on uniform and to speak to me that way. Right, you've come as an aggressor, trying to cause a problem on my property, under Castle Doctrine. This is my land, I have the right to remove your implied rights of access. Goodbye.
So,
I've said nothing wrong. No, I don't. Goodbye.
That's fine, mate.
Right, jog on.
We'll come back.
What's your name and your number?
PC 2041 Hibbert, police station, okay.
Right.
So, we'll come back at a later time, mate.
Yeah.
Obviously, it'll be a different story.
There's no different story. I'm allowed to protect my property and I'm allowed to speak freely, mate.
I will just come in, just to get your answers to a couple of questions.
My answers to a question is I'm allowed to say what I want, and under Castle Doctrine I'm allowed to defend my property. So if you want to keep coming and harassing me and causing harm to me, who's mentally ill, then you'll keep doing that. Otherwise, leave me land, please. You're still on it.
Just 1 second.
Leave me land, please.
But I've not harassed you at any point.
You're here harassing me now, mate. I've just told you, leave me land, please.
And I've just explained.
You and your uniform are harassing me land. Leave, please.
Gil, I've just explained to you. I will leave in a second.
Leave, please, and give me a lighter, please.
Alright, Gil. Obviously, I'll be coming back at a later date, and obviously you'll be arrested for that offence.
Arrested for what offence?
For threats to kill.
I'm not threatening to kill nobody. Have I threatened to kill him?
Voice call.
Have I threatened to kill him? Have I?
Yeah.
Alright then. Alright.
That's the reason why I've come now.
I'm threatening to kill nobody. I've just told you under Castle Doctrine I have the right to defend my property. Right? And you are here harassing me. Leave, please.
I've got children, so...
Can you leave, please?
And if
Can you leave,
let
please?
me just explain to the lady who just said to me, the reason why I've come in here is because I tried to get this job filed before even coming here, because I've done my background check. I've looked
Right,
into
and
it.
so what you're here
I know
for?
that he said that
Goodbye.
he'd been harassed by South Yorkshire Police. That's why I've tried every other avenue to deal
Right,
with this
then.
will not coming. However, because it's recorded on voice recording to our 999 system, 𝗙𝗢𝗚 has said that comment to our operator.
Yeah, and I've just told you I'm
Because
allowed
they
to
put it
protect my
crime,
property.
But you're not allowed to make comments like that.
I am allowed to make my comments like that to defend my property. Goodbye, please. Goodbye, please.
I've come today to try and do it.
Goodbye, please.
No interview, and it's just to get answers to the questions here.
And I've just
He's
give
not
you
arrested,
answers
it's
to it.
done, dusted, that's it.
I've just
And then
give you
I can try and
answers
file
to it.
And
Goodbye.
obviously, as you can tell, obviously, 𝗙𝗢𝗚's not willing to listen.
No,
He's
because
trying
I've
to
got
be like that.
PTSD. I ain't had no
And so
medication,
it
and
will
you're
be-
harassing me in
it
full
will be
uniform.
that
So
Can we have a
goodbye,
appointment
please.
So I can get him to the doctors first so I can get him count. Can you?
I can't see you when I'm ill, poorly.
That's fine,
Go
that's
away.
fine.
Can
He's
you
got-
leave me, please? I've just asked you. I'm fed up of
Yeah.
repeating. Can you leave me, please?
I'll speak to this
You don't
lady
need to
and
speak
I'll
to me,
tell
wife.
I'm not going to speak.
Leave.
Yeah.
She
No,
can't
that's fine.
speak for me.
Do
You
wanna
leave.
Send the thing in then, and I'll send you a letter. I've already sent a letter to try and ask him.
You ain't sent no letters. I've
sent a
got
letter.
no
We
reason
haven't
to
received
talk
a
to you.
That's fine. Whether you've received or not, I'm not disputing.
Under
that.
common law, I'm
Send a
allowed
letter
to
out.
speak and
So
speak
I'll do it
freely.
again. I'll send you
Right?
a
If
letter
you
out.
want
I'll come
notices,
to the police
you will.
station
You will
and
receive
make an
notices to
appointment,
cease
and
and
then I can speak
desist.
to you, 'cause it's literally
If you
just
don't
to get
cease and
answers.
desist,
𝗙𝗢𝗚,
you will be charged criminally, mate.
I can't.
I don't need to. Yeah, you can.
I've got a
You're a
lawful
criminal. You
purpose
ain't got
to
a
be
lawful
here.
purpose
I
to be here. No,
have.
you
I've explained
haven't.
to you. I'm
No, you haven't.
investigating the threats to kill
Ever
you
threatened to
made.
kill somebody?
Yeah.
Did I?
Right.
Did I?
So-
Read that comment again, please.
You tell that piece of salt if he knocks on my door again, I'll snap his fucking neck. That's what you said.
So I
in-
threatened
in
to kill him,
recording,
did I?
voice recording.
So I threatened to kill him, did I?
I'll do that then. with
So I
you.
threatened to
I'll
kill
send
him,
the
did I?
letter in, And I'll get that.
So I threatened
Obviously,
to
if
kill
he
him,
fails
did
to
I?
pay for that appointment, we'll be coming back to
So I threatened to kill him, did I?
Right, and
Goodbye.
it's a different story.
Goodbye.
I'm doing it in a low level way because of what everything said.
You've seen.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
So, as I said, I've tried to do it the right way. I'll send that letter again. I'll give you ample time so it shows that I'm trying to reason with you. But
You're not trying
if
to
it's
reason
not
with
that
nobody.
case, don't turn up for that appointment, then it's going to be.
You're not trying to reason with nobody. You need to leave my land. Goodbye.
Look into research, mate, and you'll
Goodbye.
find out I've done everything right. All right.
You've done nothing right. Goodbye. Goodbye. Implied rights of access refused. Scumbag. What appointment, scumbag?
In a startling display of unchecked authority, a man demands a signed warrant before an enforcement agent can seize his car, and the response he gets is even more shocking. The agent openly admits that the judge is too busy to sign the warrants, leaving the man without proof of any lawful authority. What follows is a clear example of the abuse of power with zero accountability. The incident took place outside a residence in 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗡, where an enforcement agent placed a clamp on a car parked on private property, claiming it was tied to unpaid debts. However, when the car's owner requests a signed warrant from the judge, the agent can't produce one. Instead, he explains that the court is too overloaded with warrants for the judge to sign them. The man points out that without the signed warrant, the agent has no legal basis to take action. The agent, unfazed, tells the homeowner to visit Northampton County Court for the documents. Adding to the absurdity, the agent's own vehicle is parked illegally, obstructing a public footpath. The homeowner calls out the hypocrisy of the situation, pointing out the agent's disregard for the law while enforcing it on others. As the confrontation heats up, the agent calls the police on the homeowner for questioning his actions. Watch the full video to see how this tense situation develops. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below.
Hiya, mate. I'm just videoing for my own protection, okay?
Yeah.
So I can't say you've hit me or done anything to me or I've done anything
It's alright, we're
to
on
you.
video recording camera.
Yeah,
anyway,
okay, it's alright. I'll just video. I hope you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Is that the warrant, is it, that's signed by the judge under oath?
Right,
When you're
so
writing out? What's that?
It's called a sticker.
So where's the warrant that you said you were going to show me that's signed?
Just showed it, yeah.
But it's not signed, is it?
If you want to see a signed copy, go down and see the court, okay?
Whereabouts is that?
That would be Northampton County Court.
Well, I'm not going to drive to Northampton today, obviously.
Well, then you need to ring them up and
But surely you must have a signed warrant to copy.
No, we don't.
Why haven't you got a copy of it?
Because, like I said, we have thousands of warrants per week, okay?
Yeah.
And the thousands of warrants per week,
Yeah.
he hasn't got time to sign every judge.
So
under
because
the
he has...
No, listen. So under the Tribunal Courts Enforced Act 2007, they cannot sign them, okay? And we don't need to sign one anyway.
So you just said he hasn't got time to sign the warrant.
No, I didn't say that.
You did, it's on
No,
video.
I didn't.
You've just said the judge hasn't got time to sign the warrant. We're in Stratford-upon-Avon, by the way, Mason's Road.
Good for you.
So because the judge hasn't got time to sign the warrant, he never signed it. You've just told me.
No, the signed ones, what you want to see, would be with the court.
So why haven't you got these signed warrants? Anybody can write on a bit of paper something.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
Well, if that's what you think, that's what you think.
But where's the signed warrant? If he hasn't got time to sign them. How can there be a signed warrant if he doesn't have time to sign them? Do you see what I mean? What's your name, sorry?
You'll get my name in a minute.
Here we are, Mason's Road, Stratford-upon-Avon. Stratford-upon-Avon, taking a car worth £200 off somebody who has nothing. Welcome to England. So what law is this under? You're doing this under?
Tribunal Courts Enforced Act 2007.
Tribunal Courts and Enforcement Act
2007.
2007. What's that allow you to do then?
Pardon?
What's that allow you to do?
Look it up.
What, you look it up?
I don't need to look it up.
No, I just said what's that allow you to do? You just said look it up.
You look it up.
Do you know what it's allowed to do?
Yes, I do. Well, I won't be doing it if I didn't.
Can you tell me?
I don't need to. You look it up. Every time you pull that off, I will ring the police.
It's my car.
Don't care.
Still my car.
It's not your car. This now belongs to the courts.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, you've got no proof of that.
Yeah, I have.
You've got no signed warrant.
Yeah, I have.
Can you show me it?
Told you.
Can you not show me the signed warrant?
I've told you.
No.
I'll just write you paperwork out and you can have it, okay?
I still need to see a signed warrant of the judge acting under oath. Because you've just clamped my car illegally.
No.
You haven't shown me anything.
Right, if I've clamped your car illegally then, right, okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to call the police now. You think I've clamped your car illegally?
You've not shown me anything, any signed warrant whatsoever.
Yeah,
He's calling the police because he doesn't know what else to do. He's got no authority whatsoever. I mean, why on earth would somebody possibly want to do this? What sort of a person is he? What sort of a person takes cars off people with nothing?
Now, what's this? I'm on Mason's Road. Yeah, this is Stratford-upon-Avon. Yeah, I'm an enforcement agent. They're lovely filming me.
My right to do so, it's a public place. And just for the record, everybody, if you can see this car, he's parked illegally. Look at him. He's come to take my car and he's parked illegally. Look, parking spaces all over there. Look what he's done. He's parked illegally to clamp a car. Excuse me, can you move off of the path, please? Move off of the path. No, nothing at all. Hiya mate, you parked illegally. Can you move off of the path, please? You parked illegally. Excuse me, you parked illegally. Can you move off of the path, please, so people can get past? Look at this, look, he still won't move it. No respect for the law whatsoever, this guy. No respect whatsoever. He probably thinks he is the law, actually. But that doesn't give him the right to park illegally at all. You couldn't make this up, could you? Accusing me of parking illegally when he's parking illegally himself. This is what we've come to in Britain in 2018. This is the state we're at, where you've in effect working class robbing the working class. Have you got the paperwork you said you were going to give me?
I'm just filling it out.
Lovely. And is it to seize the vehicle?
Yeah, it's obviously the same. So you just leave the phone.
That's fine. Have you got paperwork from Mr. Webster?
That's what I'm just doing now, yeah.
Right. Hello, Mr. Webster.
Hiya.
Good morning. How are you?
All right, thank you.
All right. Do you understand why this chap's here?
No, he's turned up and he's parking illegally. Look at this.
Yeah. All right. I'll deal with that later on. But I need to obviously speak to you in relation to what's going on here. Okay. So do you understand what's going on?
No, I don't. He's just turned up banging on me door like there's no tomorrow.
Okay.
Starts smashing on me windows.
Okay.
Out there.
Right. Okay.
Starts smashing on the windows. I thought I was being attacked or something.
Okay.
And he's just put something on my car, a sticker.
Okay.
I went to take it off. He said, and he said, don't move it because it's not your property. The car.
Have you had a look at what the sticker is, sir?
No,
Should we go and have a look?
Yeah, he's all he's done. He's turned up. He's refused to show me a copy of the signed warrant by a judge acting under oath. So I don't want my car taken. So I don't really want him to take my car. He hasn't got any right to take it.
Well, I'm afraid he does, sir. That's the issue that he's got. Is that he's got legal paperwork which he's going to give you.
Yeah, but it's not signed, is it? It's the paperwork.
That's what they're doing now. That's what he's sorting out. If you have a look at the official document that he had on, have you looked at the PDF at all? The tablet thing that he had, the computer.
I can't see it. I can't see anything on that.
All right. Have you got any? Is it you physically can't see it, or is it just the case you haven't been able to have a look at it?
Well, he just shows you it quickly, and that's it. You haven't got time to read all that. I'll need hours.
All right. Well, we'll go back and have a look at that in a minute. Okay. So, what this is saying? Have you managed to read this while we've been stood here?
No.
Okay. Come and read that with them for me, if that's all right.
Where's the signature?
Here.
Is that the judge? Is it?
That's the enforcement officer.
Oh, that's him. That's not
the
a
enforcement
judge.
agent.
But
he's acting on behalf of the court. So it's in relation to some unpaid items that are outstanding.
Right.
Okay. So we'll go and find out what that is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you move him because he's parked illegally?
Not at the moment, sir. No, we're dealing with this problem first. All right.
Right, this is your paperwork, sir. Tells you exactly what's owed, £550.
Right.
Okay. Gives you a breakdown. Okay.
What's it for?
I've already clearly told you what it's for. I'm not going to keep going on.
Where's his signature from the judge?
Again, I don't have to keep going on with you.
This lady said you'd got a signature from the judge.
What's written on the
She just said you've got a signature from the judge. Hello, morning.
I'll tell you right.
Yes, thank you. I'm just filming for my own protection, so
Right,
this man can't say I've found him in it.
Right,
and,
okay, so just to make you aware, and I'll make you aware as well, obviously, Tribune Courts and in force of Act 2007, we do not have to carry a wet signature, we don't have to carry a signature. If he wants to see that, he would have to go to the court to see that. Okay?
This lady's just said you've got a signed
He's
one.
got the documentation, he's allowed to take that card to the sum of, I think it's on here, Mr. Webster, if you pass me that. So he's allowed to take the documentation. Okay, so it's the amount you owe is £550, okay? He's broken it down into bits and pieces on here for you, okay, so you can see that. This is who you owe the money to, okay? So you would need to go to them and speak to them about what the money is for and what the breakdown is for, and then speak to them about
It's incorrect. If you ring these people up...
That's not our job.
No, I know it is.
That's
Do
your
you
job.
know what they say? They say, hello, welcome to Warwickshire County Council.
Yeah.
And when you ask them if you can come down, they say, well, we're in Oldham, which is Greater Manchester.
Okay.
And I'll say, so you're not Warwickshire County Council? They say, no, we're not. But they answer the phone and they tell you they're Warwickshire County Council. It just seems a bit wrong that it should be farmed out, 130 miles away. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, and again, that's sort of not what we're here to deal with today.
No,
I'm
I know
afraid,
that,
Mr.
I know.
Webster.
What are you two actually here for then, can I ask?
Prevent breach of the peace.
Okay, there's going to be no breach of the peace. I'm just phoning the guy. Videoing him. That's all.
That's fine, that's what we're here to do, just to make sure, okay? Alright. So if you want to take the documentation, Mr. Webster,
Not really.
it's your documentation.
I've just been it.
Okay, that's fine. So
You'll just put it, that's fine, we'll remove the vehicle.
Yeah, that's up to you what you want to do with that, but you owe them £550 and the chap is allowed to take your vehicle in relation to that, okay?
That's worth quite a few quid. It's worth a lot more than 500. It's highly collectible.
But again, you won't allow the
Cost 110 for us to remove it. Okay, when it goes into storage, it's £75 per day, depending on how long it gets sold for. And then you've obviously got the storage fees, seller fees, and auctioneer fees.
I still don't want him to take my car. I don't think he's got any right to it. Do you think he's got the right to take the car?
If he's got a signed...
No, he hasn't got a sign.
Sorry,
no.
if he's got the paperwork to do it,
Yeah. But you
the
just
authority
said,
to do it.
if he's got a signed, what were you going to say?
If he's assigned,
Yeah.
the documentation...
Got to be signed
do
by
that.
a judge. I can't see anything signed by a judge, you see. So it could be anybody making it up.
So, in all honesty, what we're dealing with there is all the civil law.
Yeah.
Yeah, I practice in criminal law. Okay, so that side of it, I'll be honest with you, I don't know a great deal of it.
No, so how come you're in if you do... With,
We are here
Yeah.
to deal with the breach of the peace, which is which could be the criminal side of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I understand.
The gentleman's
Okay.
called us because potentially you've come out filming, and I don't know what's happened before we've arrived. Okay, I don't know any of that.
I'm filming for
Okay.
my own sake,
No, that's fine.
basically, so
Nobody's disputing you filming, chap.
Because he was extremely angry banging
Okay.
on them windows and
So-
doors. I actually thought I was being attacked. I was scared. I was going to ring them
Knock it on your
myself.
door, it's filmed as well.
So
Alright.
we're
He's
here
got
to
it,
make
he's
sure.
got it on camera, him smashing on the windows.
So,
Right, okay.
so we're here to make sure nothing like that happens whilst we're here. Okay.
Thank you for watching. If you're passionate about holding public officials accountable and protecting your rights, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Your support helps us bring you more powerful, eye-opening videos like this one. We've got the original footage linked in the description. Check it out and show some love to the creators. Stay safe, stay aware, and remember, always keep recording.